Welcome, folks, here into the 14th Region Tournament as we got your semifinals boys action. We got an all-day, all-night affair here on the East Kentucky Sports Network. Two bangers lined up here from Powell County. We got Hazard versus Breathitt, then Perry versus Knott. I don't think we could ask for two better games. And then I need to look it up in the record books, but something may be historic here tonight in Estill County, as it's going to be Estill County hosting the girls' regional championship. Their girls are playing in it, and it's an all 56th district 14th region championship game. I don't know that it's ever happened.
I can tell you right now it hasn't. It has not happened. But and then you throw in there UK and Tennessee. I'm already calling this today is Armageddon Day. It is Armageddon because now you look at the history of the 14th region, and in the last 30 plus years, the four teams that are involved here today are the four teams that you have to mention as the most prominent in history of the 14th region. And they're not real fond of each other, and they're real familiar with each other. And
I love it.
Oh, it's going to be Armageddon.
Breathitt and Hazard, we're in the same situation as we were in last year, where Hazard was the favorite all year long. They were the team to beat. Semifinals, Breathitt and Hazard. Breathitt had already lost to them a couple times that year, I think, and we're in the same situation this year. Breathitt coming in off of one that they just had to gut out versus Estill County.
It was.
And they're going to take on a favored Hazard team, but they've knocked them off in the semis before. And Perry and Knott, you talk a lot about Perry and Hazard, but for a while there, the marquee matchup in the 14th region, I'd say 7 or 8 years, was Perry and Knott.
Oh, yes. There was a stretch there when that was the ticket. For sure. And then you just kind of toss in there on WSGS this evening a little game down in Knoxville that is a couple of guys there that don't like each other. It's going to be interesting there. So this day of basketball on the East Kentucky broadcast could be a bloodbath.
But I'll be honest with you, with the Kentucky game on today, this is just the way I feel, and I know that I'm at odds with a lot of the state on this one. In my opinion, give me these 3 games in Eastern Kentucky today, and I'll look at the highlights of the UK game later.
I'm like you. This means so much. What we're a part of today means the world to these schools, their communities, these coaches, the players. It means a lot to them.
Oh, yeah, and there are kids here today who will, after tonight, they'll change out of their jersey for the last time.
Yeah.
For the last time. And they may, not many, I think 8 or 9% of kids end up going on to play college ball, you know.
Yeah.
And
people don't understand that haven't been a part of team sports how devastating it is that last night in that locker room when those kids go in there and they know they're taking that jersey off for the last time. I've had kids throughout the years that seniors that in the locker room, if you don't go to state tournament in particular, they'll be sitting there in that locker room and they just cannot force themselves to take that jersey off and go home. They can't do it.
And you don't even notice it. A lot of the kids right now, they don't even understand what it's going to feel like.
It's
like this moment, they're warmed up for the game. They got it on their mind. But until they realize that clock's ticking down and it's over, you just don't know what's coming.
Yeah, it's such an impact on their lives because this is a fun time for any teenager. And the thought of it ending and so abruptly as just like a last-second shot, or there's no prep time. When that game ends, when that horn sounds, your life changes.
Folks, Well, we got both teams out here on the floor. We're going to take a quick break, come back. We'll try to get you some coaches, see what they got to say, and then we'll get rocking here. Breathitt versus Hazard. First up, Perry taking on Knott later on, and then after that, we will take the crew to Estill County, and we'll give you Owsley County versus Estill, 14th Region Girls Championship. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Tissue, from non-surgical treatments to surgical options, including total joint replacement. At ARH, our goal is to help you return to a full and active lifestyle or work with you to develop strategies to improve your health. Don't let your bone or joint issues hold you back. Contact the Hazard ARH Orthopedic team at 606-487-7649 and find out what your treatment options are today. ARH, more for Appalachia.
First Trust Bank now has instant issue debit cards. If your debit card is lost or stolen, has a damaged strip or chip, we can replace it quickly and get you back to your busy life in an instant. Nobody can afford to wait 7 to 10 days for a new debit card, and now you don't have to with First Trust Bank's instant issue debit cards. A quick solution to our customers' needs is another reason to look at us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. Instant issue subject to customer eligibility requirements.
When times are at their worst, Couch and Fugit attorneys at law are at their best. Couch and Fugit can help with bankruptcy, foreclosures, medical debt, credit card bills, repossessions, and tax issues. Bankruptcy, Chapter 7 and 13. Plus, they offer free consultation. Couch and Fugit, attorneys at law with offices on Main Street in Hyden and 310 West 5th Street in London. You can visit online at couchandfugit.com or on Facebook. Couch and Fugit, attorneys at law, 672-7300.
Here we are, folks, back on the East Kentucky Sports Network, and joined by Coach Jeff Honeycutt of the Breathitt County Bobcats. Kind of odd saying that, of the Breathitt County Bobcats, but here it is your first year. You're in here, semifinals against Hazard. How does it feel right now?
It's great. It's great to be at this part of the season and still playing. You know, there's several teams out there that would love to be here today, and we're one of the lucky 4 in this region to keep playing, and we hope we can extend it another day.
We've been talking about how when it abruptly ends, when that horn goes off, when it's all over, how devastating it is to the kids that are seniors, and you've experienced it, throughout your life, and you got to be enjoying this year though. You've had good success. You got that All-A championship, and here you are knocking on the door of a regional championship. Your kids responded to adversity the other night pretty well.
Yeah, they did. We've had injuries, which all teams do, and we've had our ups and downs. It's been a roller coaster season, just like when you were coaching. It's highs and lows, and the biggest thing is you don't want to ever get too high, or you don't want to ever get too low, and there's always a second and third season, and this is one of the things that we've responded well, and I've really enjoyed my season there, and like I've reiterated several times when people talk to me, there was a famous coach told me at Knott Central that I needed to enjoy it, so I've tried to do that, and it's one of those deals that you'll get on Facebook, and I try to stay off of it during the season.
Good idea.
Because it's it's not as good as it is. It's bad at sometimes too. But you'll see former players that's got lives for themselves now, got kids. It's messaging and all that, and it's special. And tournament wins go away, but friendships last forever, and memories, and that's the main thing. And we're going to give it our all today. We play a very good Hazard team. They've been the top of the region all year long, and hopefully we're prepared and ready to go today.
Coach, one question actually about we can talk life and basketball all day long, but we do need to get one question about the game in. Bulldogs, obviously, Eversole and Eversole Cottle been giving people trouble all year long. What do you think you got to do to slow those guys down today?
Well, we just got to stay in front of them. Number one, quit forcing. They're good at getting downhill, forcing help, and then they're great at passing it. And these guys hitting shots. Radliff, Kincaid, Johnson, Combs. Those guys are really good at knocking down shots.
so's Kenyon. You got to test for him, and the main thing is trying to keep them out of the paint. When they get paint touches, it's either going to be a layup or a kick out for open three, and we got to limit that.
Yeah. I know I've had a lot of people today and last night asked me about this matchup, and this is the way I look at it. Hazard's a very, very skilled team. Breathitt County's kind of tough, and I think it's going to be that. Breathitt County's skilled as well. Hazard's very skilled. Breathitt County's got that toughness that may be the separating thing, and you never know. Hazard's kind of tough too, but I've noticed your bunch has they play with an edge.
Yeah, they do. They play with an edge, and I hope it's a battle for the ages that we can come out on top.
Yeah. Well, Coach, good luck. Get back in there with your team. I know you got to talk to them.
Thank you all for having us.
Thank you, Coach. And that is Coach Jeff Honeycutt of the Breathitt County Bobcats. And, you said it, he's got a tough team. Those kids. And that was on full display this past week on East Kentucky Sports Network against that game at Estill County. Someone that I don't know if we can even call him an unsung hero anymore because he keeps showing up big is the Terry kid for the Bobcats, who just keeps
I know. It's been fascinating to watch him this year. And to be honest with you, and I wouldn't want to hurt his feelings no way in the world, but the first time I saw him this year, I thought,
he's not starting.
They playing him that much?
Hey, it happens. Hey, look, that's very deceptive, silent killers. And you know what? You don't see as many of those in the 14th region anymore because everybody's all ripped to the gills and they all look athletes. But he's just a ball player. You know what I mean?
He's that guy. And he, wherever the ball is, he's going to show up and stick his nose in there and make something happen. I've enjoyed watching him play, and every night I've come to expect big things out of him. We've seen that team a lot, and I've come to expect big things out of him every night.
Yeah, it happens. I mean, there's some players that you look at them, you don't think they look the part, but when it comes time to play, one thing I was always a big fan of John Stockton growing up. He was my favorite basketball player. If you ever get a chance, get on YouTube, listen to NBA players talk about the first time they played John Stockton and not understand, and they're like, they just thought the same thing. It's just John Stockton, whatever.
Well, you look at him and he's not very impressive.
No.
But one of the most fascinating matchups in this ball game is between Terry and Higgins. They're like two battering rams when they get together, and you're going to see many, many collisions. You're going to see bodies flying everywhere, and those two are always right in the middle of that.
It's going to be wild, folks. It's going to happen right here. We're going to take a quick break, come back, more pregame as we get ready for Breathitt versus Hazard on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Nothing goes along better with sports than pizza, and nobody does pizza like Papa John's. Open till 11 p.m. weekdays and until midnight on the weekends. Don't feel like going out? It's not a problem with Papa John's. Call your order in at 439-2332 or place your order online at papajohns.com, and they deliver. Right now, get one large pizza with up to 5 toppings or a specialty pizza online. Just use promo code 1799ANY. Papa John's Pizza in a class of its own, located on Highway 15 North in Hazard.
Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales is located on the Combs Road in the former 84 Lumber Company. Come and see their huge selection of mobile home parts, including doors, windows, roofing, guttering, and more. You might want to consider using your 2023 tax refund for a new roof, new windows, or new doors. Or maybe you need mobile home parts. Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales. Come say hi to their friendly to work with staff. Open Monday through Friday, 8 till 5. Call for more information, 435-7639. Perry Vinyl and Metal Sales on the Combs Road.
At TVS, we've been working hard preparing for the future. Well, the future is now. TVS offers digital cable, digital phone service, high-speed internet, and a fiber optic infrastructure. We're a local company putting money back into our local economy while supporting our local schools and organizations. What about those other guys? Those big out-of-town companies. What have they done for you lately? Mountain people serving mountain people. TVS, 606-439-3167.
And we're back, folks. We're just about ready to get this started. Coach, joined with Coach Al Holland. Any questions for him before we get things started?
Coach, I know you guys are pumped and ready, and everybody healthy and ready to go today.
Well, Don Combs had a little bit of a hip issue. The hip's been popping out a little bit and had a little bit of problem with that. We're going to start him, see how it goes, and it's kind of, you know what I'm saying. But
see how he loosens up.
Yeah.
Coach, exciting time. You've been here so many times, and I'll ask you the same question I usually do. I know you're still pumped.
Oh yeah, we're ready to go.
You're running out of time here, and you need to get with your team. Best of luck today, buddy. Go get them.
Thank you, Coach. I appreciate you guys.
All righty.
That's Coach Al Holland, man of few words on the radio tonight, but hey, he's always got a lot more cooking up than he'll tell us on the radio for whatever reason.
And he is, I'm sure, super focused right now on this ball game. This is a big day for him and his team, and he is super focused on getting down to business. He's ready. If he could talk him into throwing the ball up right now and skipping all the pregame stuff, he would.
Oh yeah, been a heck of a season for the Bulldogs. Honestly, this is one of his best. I think this is one of Al's best teams in the last several years, and they're only going, and it brings everybody back.
Yeah, I know he's enjoyed it so much, and he's told me repeatedly how much fun it is to coach this particular group. He said they're so receptive. They come in every day and go to work. He said, I can't say enough about getting to coach this particular group. And like you said, he has done a fantastic job with them this year.
And folks, we're going to take one more break. When we come back, we're going to have Breathitt versus Hazard starting lineups on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky would like to welcome Dr. Ramon Thomas to our team. Dr. Thomas is a board-certified OBGYN with 14 years experience. He will be working in our Hazard location and taking new patients. We will have a full array of services to offer. Call today at 606-439-1300. Primary Care Centers of Eastern Kentucky, focusing on your family's health.
Having electric motor problems? Then you, my friend, need to call Maggard Electric. Located on Highway 15, 6 miles north of Hazard, Maggard Electric has over 300 electric motors in stock, and their EASA-approved staff has more than 30 years' experience in electric motor repair. Swimming pool motors and complete pumps, motor for air compressors, heat pumps, furnaces, and air conditioners. At Maggard Electric, they have it, or they'll get it at the best price. Maggard Electric, serving Perry and surrounding counties. Highway 15 north of Hazard, 436-6886.
With the Perry County Public Library card, you can check out books, movies, magazines, ebooks, as well as use their online databases that allow you to take online classes, repair your auto, or research your family history. Visit the library at 289 Black Gold Boulevard, Hazard, Kentucky. Call them at 606-436-2475 or visit their website, perrycountylibrary.org, for more information. The Perry County Public Library, your source for information, education, and entertainment.
There's love in every connection at Appalachian Wireless. Even if you want to connect with no credit check, no contracts, and most features of postpaid. Talking about Forward Pay, the simple, easy way to connect. And this month, get $50 off select prepaid devices and plans starting as low as $19.99 per month for unlimited talk and text. At 5 gig of data for only $29.99 per month. At 10 gig of data for only $39.99 per month. How about unlimited data for only $64.99 per month with 25 gig of high-speed data before slowing down? It's Forward Pay because we are you. We are Appalachian Wireless. See AppalachianWireless.com for terms and conditions.
If your sink won't drain just like it should, who you gonna call? I know it! If your toilet's clogged and it don't smell good, who can you call? I know it! Call 233-5936. Call 233-5936. You better call Todd.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the heart
we're back, folks. National anthem rocked here at Powell County, and we've got the Hazard Bulldogs taking on the Breathitt County Bobcats in what is probably the match that everybody had circled on this bracket when it came out.
I think so too, Nathan. I think this is the marquee game that everybody has been looking forward to.
Here comes Austin Sperry for the Bobcats, followed by Bellamy. Next up, Jackson Hamilton. Braxton Terry up next. Number 20, Kanan Gross. Gross had a shoulder issue in the last game.
Looks like he's weathered that well, though. Bobcats are a veteran team, and they, like I was talking, they got a lot of toughness about them. But now they're introducing a very, very talented basketball team, a young basketball team, the Hazard Bulldogs.
Here comes Evan Eversole and Seth Cottle. Next up, Kenyon Higgins. Dalton Combs. Finally, Nick Ratliff.
Nathan, Nick Ratliff has been a difference maker in this tournament so far.
We got two good squads and two good coaches. Coach Honeycutt basically had a dynasty over at Knott Central for girls basketball. You know, perennial powerhouse his last several years there, and then a lot of people don't remember it, but he had gotten together a pretty respectable little program at Cordia too when he was the boys coach over there.
Jeff's coached a long time and really has invested a lot of his life in coaching high school basketball.
Had Cordia in the WYMT Mountain Top 10, and that was probably the only time it had happened.
Well,
other than Roderick Rhodes.
That was back when they were playing with kids from Lotz Creek.
Oh, yeah. And here we go. Breathitt controls the tip. Gross hands it off to Sperry. Sperry calling the play. Hazard back in that 2-3 zone.
Starting out in the 2-3 again. Hazard's done that some recently.
Yeah, this is their... And Sperry, 3 from the corner, back iron, no good. And look at Terry and Higgins going after it already. And Breathitt County
first trip down.
comes up with the rebound. Here we go, Hamilton. It was the Breathitt County gets it out of the top to Sperry. Sperry looking at Combs, top of the zone. Left side to Bellamy, back to Hamilton, top of the key. Leaves it off for Sperry, guarded by Cottle. Right side of that zone, jump stop. Moves it around the three-point line. Couldn't attack it. Down low to Terry. Terry working on Higgins. Stripped by Cottle. Bulldogs with the turnover.
Cottle came down to double team there and just took it away.
7:05 on the clock.
Breathitt County man-to-man in the half court.
Breathitt Hazard with the ball. Eversole to Combs off the screen. Covered up by Bellamy. Down low to Eversole. Working down low. Drops it down to Higgins. A little too deep. Out to Ratliff for 3. No good. Higgins offensive board to Combs. He's fouled going to the free throw line.
First foul of the game is going to be on Isaac Bellamy of the Bobcats there. And Hazard is fighting those offensive boards and coming back with second chance opportunities, and that matters.
Combs, free throw good.
Nathan, down at on Breathitt County's defensive end, you've got Terry matched up with Evan Eversole. That's going to be a good matchup too.
Next free throw up and in, 2-0. 2-0 for the Bulldogs of Hazard. Sperry getting some instructions from his coach. Crosses the half-court line. Goes to his left to Bellamy, back to Sperry, top of the key. Sperry staring at this zone, figuring it out. Bellamy fakes the 3. Cross court to Hamilton. Hamilton picked up by Cottle. Oh, what a dimer to Kaden Gross from Sperry. And that is what Sperry has picked up this year so well. He is always peeking into the post, and if he's got a man, he throws a laser.
Yeah, and that kind of play right there is what's elevated him to another level.
Eversole with the ball for the Bulldogs, hands it off to Cottle. Cottle in the lane, throws it away.
And that's the spot right there Cottle loves to get into and elevate up with that jump shot, but he just couldn't get his feet under him.
So turned over, Breathitt has it. Sperry calling for Terry to come up with the high post. He goes right side to Hamilton, back to Sperry. Sperry back to Hamilton. Hamilton looking for Gross. They still work it back to the top of the key to Sperry for three. No good. Going to touch the wire above the rim, above the goal, and that's going to be out of bounds to the Bulldogs. 2-2 with 5:30 to play here in the first quarter.
I like the way Hazard plays this 2-3 with Cottle and Eversole on the back of the 2-3. They're so long that they really disrupt. You have a hard time getting deep down in your offense because those guys are so long.
Eversole with the three to kick the offense into gear for the Bulldogs. 5-2, little screen from Higgins. Just hands it off to him, and he was wide open. Breathitt's got to fight through that.
Yeah, you can't go under that screen.
5 minutes to go in the first. 5-2 Hazard. Hamilton with the ball for the Bobcats. Double team, got to get rid of it. Slings it, nearly throws it away. Bellamy loses it on the ground. Fight for the ball. Higgins comes out of there with it for the Bulldogs. They're scrapping early.
Absolutely, but they're getting after it.
4:40 on the clock. 5-2 Bulldogs. They got the ball. Cottle on the left wing. Down low to Eversole. Eversole jump stop up. Too strong. No good. Out of bounds.
And they're letting them play under the goal again.
Yep. They're going to stay with the Bulldogs. 4:30 on the clock now. 5-2 Hazard. And nearly thrown away. Sperry gets his hands on it. They're going to tip it out of bounds. So another. This time Hazard going to throw it in from the sideline. Into Cottle. Cottle gets the instructions from the old coach at the logo, and he is off and running. Goes to his left, covered up, got to get rid of it. Over to Eversole. Eversole thought about the three. Jump stop, throws a pass to Higgins, and Higgins hesitated for just a second. Couldn't get anything going.
Again, he didn't have his feet gathered under him there.
There we go. Combs down low to Eversole. Eversole. Oh, Bellamy swiped it away, but Combs comes up with it. Bulldogs going to maintain it. Eversole deep three, no good. Back iron. Bellamy with the rebound, and here comes Breathitt County. Higgins picks up a cheap one in the backcourt. Higgins telling Eversole to calm down. The big man calming his second big man there. I like to see it.
Big guys
after he got a foul.
Yeah.
Tells the other guy to calm down. I'm a fan. 3:35 to go first quarter. 5-2. Bulldogs with the lead. Breathitt with the ball. Bellamy right side to Hamilton. Hamilton staring over Ratliff to Terry, back to Hamilton. Screen from Ratliff. Doesn't get all of it, and they find Sperry on the left wing, and he's going to dribble it to the top of the key. Back to the half-court logo. Comes up his right side. Nobody there. Over to Bellamy. Wide open three. Tie ball game. 3:12 to go in the first.
Can't give Bellamy that much room.
Oh, no. When I say he was open, nobody was getting to him.
Yeah,
he
had plenty of time to set his feet.
Under 3 to play. Tie ball game here in the first. Combs with the basketball left side. To Eversole. Eversole goes baseline. Pump fake. Throws one to Higgins. He couldn't hold it. Gets it. Cottle. Cottle elevates. Jumper. It's good. 7-5 Bulldogs. 2:45 to play in the first.
Seth Cottle is attacking from a different area there. He went to the baseline that time.
Sperry with the ball for the Bobcats. Finds Hamilton. Back to Sperry. Over to Bellamy. Contested three. It doesn't matter. 8-7. 1 point lead for Breathitt. Hazard with the ball, and Eversole contested that about as good as you could.
Yeah, he had a hand in his face, and Bellamy just catch and release, man.
Eversole down low, double teamed out to Ratliff. Ratliff nowhere to go, guarded by Sperry. Hands it back off to Eversole. Eversole into the lane, up into Gross's chest. Can't get it to go. Breathitt with the rebound. Sperry in transition, 1-on-3, over to Hamilton, 3 from the corner. No good. Terry with the offensive board. Blocked by Eversole. It's going to be Hazard ball, 8-7. They trail by 1 with 1:45 to play.
Good defense by Evan Eversole and hung around, got the rebound.
Bulldogs. Down 1, Combs has it right wing. Top of the key to Eversole. Eversole got Terry in front of him. Screen coming from Higgins to the right. Eversole gets all the way to the rack, but can't get it to go. Too strong. Says he wants a foul call. Got to get back up. Here comes Sperry. Burst of speed in the lane. Blocked by Radliff. Rejected. He gets it for 3. Nails it. 10-8. 1:10 to go. Oh, my goodness.
Nathan, we've had an entire half of basketball action in about 4 or 5 minutes.
11-7 the score. This is nuts. Under a minute to play.
This is fun stuff right here.
5:53 seconds to go. Higgins gets it. Higgins being vocal. Telling his team where to go. Eversole into the lane. Gets it to go. Tough shot. 11-9. Bulldogs cut it to 2. Austin Sperry with the ball. 35 seconds on the clock. They may hold for the last shot.
Yeah.
Especially if Hazard's just going to sit back in this zone for a minute. Terry's coming up to the high post.
Ratliff's shoes untied. He's about to come undone.
15 seconds. Down to 10. Terry setting the screen to Sperry's left. 5 seconds. He's going to go. Back to Hamilton. Pump fake. 3. No good at the buzzer. And after 1, the Bobcats lead it by 2. We'll be right back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Introducing Fazoli's new stuffed shell. Jumbo pasta shell stuffed with 4 Italian cheeses, smothered in our signature sauces, then topped with mozzarella and baked in bubbly perfection. Try our garlic shrimp stuffed shells topped with plump shrimp marinated in a delicious garlic parmesan sauce. Our 4 cheese shells packed with your favorite Italian cheeses, parmesan, ricotta, mozzarella, and romano. Or our stuffed shell duo paired with baked fettuccine alfredo. Enjoy our stuffed shells with our signature garlic breadsticks today. Only at Fazoli's. Limited time only. Price and participation may vary by location. Unlimited breadsticks. Dining only. Tax not included. Fazoli's and logo are federally registered trademarks of Fazoli System Management, LLC.
Don't spend another minute suffering from pain. Let the staff at Fugit Family Chiropractic provide you with the leading-edge technology and proven techniques for optimum pain relief and minimal recovery time. If you suffer from chronic neck or lower back pain, headaches, herniated or bulging discs, or even degenerative disc disease, let our highly knowledgeable and experienced team help you. Fugit Family Chiropractic in Hazard and Whitesburg. No referral needed and walk-ins are welcome.
11-9, folks. Here we go. Breathitt by 2. And Hazard having some trouble with this Breathitt County defense so far. But, I mean, Breathitt's not exactly lighting it up either.
No,
but
Breathitt's got only a couple of real good looks. Hazard is having to really make hard drives to the goal to get looks. So it's just been a great first quarter.
Combs with the ball for the Bulldogs, leaves it for Eversole. Eversole tries to go baseline on Terry, cuts him off, but Eversole spins up and in. 11-11. Tie ball game, 7:35 to go, second quarter. Bellamy pump fake, steps to the side for the 3, can't get it to go. Higgins with the rebound. I've been really impressed with Higgins, the way that he's just directing the offense and the defense out there. He's being a leader for this team.
You know, he had some moments earlier in the year where he was getting out of control a little bit and letting his emotions get the best of him. But recently, he has been a little steady.
Eversole with the facial three-pointer on Terry. Terry sagging off of him a little bit, and Eversole says, "Look,
that wasn't wise."
Yeah, says you gotta.
Evans gonna make those.
You gotta guard me, young man. You gotta guard me. 14-11, under 7 to play here in the second. Bellamy into the lane, pump fake off to Hamilton, back to Sperry. Sperry thought about the 3, gets it down low to Terry. Terry back to Sperry, over to Bellamy, corner 3. No good. Combs with the rebound for the Bulldogs. They got a 3-point lead now. Ball in hand. Cottle brings it up the right side. He's going to be met by Hamilton. He goes to his left to Combs, who gets it to Eversole and down low to Higgins. Back to Eversole in the corner. Screen from Higgins. Little give and go action.
Yep.
And they're going to call the charge against the big man as Sperry takes one in the chest from Higgins. Talk about the superstar laying it on the line.
That was legit. That was contact. You know Kenyon Higgins he's not coming in there soft.
That's foul number 2 on Higgins as Tucker Johnson checks into the game. 6:10 to go, second quarter, 14-11. Breathitt County with the ball. They trail by 3. Into the lane, elevates. No good for Sperry. And then Eversole tears down the rebound, hands it off to Cottle and the Bulldogs. Off and running with the offense. Cottle coming up right side. Hamilton in front of him. Left side to Combs, back to Eversole. That's the motion they've been running so far. And they're going to get Combs with a wide open 3 for it, and he's going to nail it. 17-11. Timeout, Breathitt County. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:35 to go in the half. Bulldogs by 6 on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Your hometown's where you want to raise your family.
For Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram, here's Daryl Billings.
0% financing for up to 72 months. Huge rebates, great trade-in allowances, and accommodating friendly service is what we're all about at Tanner Dodge in Stanton. We'll go the extra mile to get you the best deal possible and make your buying experience positive. Over 83% of the people we have sold to in the past few years have returned to buy from us again. Come see why. You'll be glad you did.
Come home to save Tanner Dodge Chrysler Jeep.
It should be easy to get healthcare you can trust close to home. That's exactly what UK Healthcare's North Fork Valley Community Health Center in Hazard is designed for. With a variety of services under one roof, from primary care to behavioral health, and an on-site pharmacy and lab to make it even more convenient for you. It's a provider that treats everyone regardless of ability to pay, all backed by the expertise of UK Healthcare, so you and your family can get healthy and stay healthy. Learn more at ukhealthcare.com/hazard.
We're back, folks. 17-11 here. Bulldogs with the lead. Breathitt County with the ball. 5:35 to go first half. Shout out to our boy Ryan Farmer listening with us.
Always good to hear from Ryan.
Sperry going to elevate for the jumper. No good. Cottle with the basketball. Look, and the Bulldogs got a 6-point lead. They can put it in cruise control for a little bit here. We've seen them do it. Just start running some clock, getting some good shots. Eversole down low, going to be knocked out of bounds by Hamilton.
Kind of drove himself into trouble there. That was you had Gross helping off and helping on Terry. That makes it tougher to drive.
They've been running that action, but when Higgins was in the game, Higgins was on that side, and Eversole and Higgins were playing off of each other.
And he's a good screener.
And there we go, some more action for Tucker Johnson, who's pumped up after the shot and the foul. 19-11 Bulldogs. Chance to push this lead to 9.
Tucker Johnson's been an improving player all year long.
Misses the free throw, but hey, this is a 12-0 run from the Bulldogs. It was 11-7 after Sperry's 3.
Yeah, and they've been quiet since.
Sperry ran into trouble with Johnson, had to get rid of it. Hamilton has it off to Bellamy. Thought about the 3, back to Hamilton, back to Bellamy, over to Sperry. Sperry, double team, nearly stolen away by Combs. Sperry got to get rid of it. Bellamy, back to Sperry, going baseline. He's going to be fouled. And look, they're giving Austin Sperry the business right now.
Yeah, he's having to work really hard to get any looks.
Everywhere he looks, there's another set of eyes and another set of hands coming for the ball.
And you know, Nathan, that was a smart move by Terry there. He's not making an outside shot right now. He had the 3-point shot right there, but instead he decided to get to the rim and get to the foul line because he's just not comfortable shooting the ball from three-point line the way it appears.
Misses the first free throw, second one on the way. Missed them both. Cottle with the basketball.
77% free throw shooter, man, and he missed them both.
4:30 on the clock. 8-point lead for the Bulldogs. Down low to Johnson, working on Gross. Can't get it to go. Over to Ratliff. He had to sky for that one. Cottle at the half-court circle. Working on Hamilton. Picks his pocket. Here comes Jackson Hamilton to the rack. Puts it in. 19-13. Man, these teams are going after it on defense.
That was a big bucket for Breathitt County, too, man. They were struggling.
You don't see people do that to Seth Cottle a lot.
No, you don't.
Here we go, Cottle. Guarded by Braxton Terry. See what the young man can do. Forces the ball to Ratliff. Back to Cottle into the lane. That's going to be a jump ball, I believe. Yeah, Sperry got his hands on it. 19-13 the score, 3:40 to go.
Changed to a zone there.
3:40 to go, first half, 19-13. Bulldogs lead it.
Joseph Honeycutt in right now for Terry, and Joseph can fill it up from outside.
He had some big threes against Estill County.
Yes, he did.
Big shots. Sperry to Bellamy, down in the corner to Honeycutt. Honeycutt nearly throws it away. Ratliff knocks it out of bounds.
And that's something that Nick Ratliff is so good at. He's so long. He touches so many passes.
Sperry to Hamilton for three. Oh, my goodness. 19-16. The Bobcats took it on the chin, and they stood right back up, Coach.
They absolutely did. They took a punch, and now they're delivering one of their own.
3:10 on the clock. Bulldogs with the ball. Combs has it. Yep, Breathitt County definitely in a zone now. Eversole going to try to go high window for that one. No good. Bellamy goes for the ball on the rebound. Combs going to foul him. Yeah. That's an unfortunate one because they're both going after it.
Yeah. But these teams are just playing each other so hard.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Sperry with the basketball. Breathitt down three, 2:35 to play, first half. Down low to Honeycutt, going to fire the baseline. Jay, no good, 2:20 to go. 19-16 Bulldogs, they got the ball. Timeout, Coach Holland, 30 seconds. We'll keep you right here. What are you saying to your team under these circumstances?
Well, Breathitt County, Coach Honeycutt's got to be pleased that his team's bounced back from that run Hazard put on them. So he's telling them, keep your nose in there. We're in good shape. I think Coach Holland evidently saw something that he wants to change, and I'm guessing it's something in his offense right now. He's got something in particular he wanted to relay to his guys. And when you come back out, I think you're going to see them run some set that they really are, that they're comfortable with.
19-16 the score. And also, ending the half, I think a lot of folks overlook how important it is to end a quarter really well.
It is, man.
If you can get a bucket, a stop and a bucket. You're up 3 right now. Go into the half up 7 instead of trading a little bit.
It gives you such a lift. It really does.
Cottle to Ratliff, right side. Bulldogs have it. Their lead by 3. 2:10 on the clock. Combs left side to Johnson. Left wing down low to Eversole.
Breathitt's going to man this possession and change it up a little bit. Doubling down on Eversole.
Yep, and he's going to fire the 3. Air ball. No good. Too strong. Hamilton with the rebound. Here's Honeycutt in the corner. Breathitt County working it around. 1:45 on the clock. Hamilton gets some instructions from Coach Honeycutt. Hamilton in the lane, down to Gross. Gross, jump stop, he's going to walk. Turnover, 1:34 on the clock.
I'm not sure about that. Coach Honeycutt didn't like that call. I'm not sure about it.
I didn't. I thought he put the dribble down. I thought it was good, but we're also partially blocked here by the table, so I didn't see all of it. Cottle in the lane, no good. Rebounded by Johnson, puts the dribble down. Oh, and should have went straight up with it.
Yeah.
Got tied up.
Hazard holding on to the ball here. It wouldn't surprise me if Coach Holla gets it back up top here and milks that clock just a little bit.
Yeah, Johnson.
If they don't come away with something on the inbounds pass, wouldn't surprise me. There we go on the inbound pass.
21-16. Hazard off of a Johnson lay-in. They lead it by 5, about a minute to go.
The Bobcats in the switch there, and Tucker Johnson got an easy one.
Sperry into the lane. Ratliff frustrating it, can't get it to go. Averso with the rebound for the Bulldogs. Here we go.
Great defense by Nick Ratliff right there. Coach Holland spreading the floor, which I thought he would do last time if they hadn't got that easy one.
Cottle going to his left, back to his right, guarded by Hamilton. 34 seconds on the clock. Under 30 to play. Ratliff with the ball over to Eversole on left wing. He's double teamed. Somebody's open. It's Combs in the corner, but they get it down low to Johnson. He misses the layup.
I think Coach Holland would have liked to see Evan Eversole bring that ball back up top and save it for the last one.
10 seconds to go. Sperry, ball in his hand. 5 seconds. Goes to his left. Bellamy, 3 at the buzzer. No good. Hazard going to go into the half up 5. 21-16. Bulldogs leading the Bobcats. We'll be right back, folks. Going to be a good one here in Santon on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
At HydenCitizensBank.com, the bank never closes. You can check balances, transfer funds, and even pay all of your bills online. And best of all, it's free. Don't let your busy schedule keep you from getting your banking done. Do it online at HydenCitizensBank.com. And if you don't have an account, come in and see one of our friendly staff members at any of our 4 convenient locations. It's banking the way you want it, anytime, any place. At HydenCitizensBank.com, we're always open. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Just what the doctor ordered, 24 hours a day. One Stop Market in Stinnett. Whether your car needs a fill up or you need a fill up, One Stop Market has just what you need. Hamburgers, hoagies, Philly cheesesteak, and pizza, plus an incredible breakfast menu. Short orders prepared around the clock. Gasoline, food, groceries. The name says it all. One Stop Market in Stinnett, a Friends of Coal business. Stop in and see Amy and the crew. Your business is always sincerely appreciated. One Stop Market.
The Medicine Shop Pharmacy of Hyden is proud to be locally owned and operated for the past 27 years. When you come into the Medicine Shop, you're treated like family, not just another customer. Their pharmacist, Peyton Noble, and staff of certified pharmacy technicians care beyond prescriptions. Come in today and see what a difference a locally owned, independent pharmacy can make in your family's healthcare experience. The Medicine Shop of Hyden, 606-672-8705.
Thinking of buying a home? Maybe you're a little anxious about taking that first step. Maybe you want to sell your current home, but you just don't know where to start. Drop the anxiety. Why not get help from someone who happens to know the housing market better than anyone in our area? Someone who has already helped many first-time buyers as well as long-time homeowners. Michelle Jones, your local RE/MAX realtor. Michelle is ranked in the nation's top agents and serves your area. So whether you're looking to buy or sell a home, the right agent can lead the way. Michelle Jones, RE/MAX. Call 233-4185.
Looking for fast, easy, and secure electronic banking? Community Trust Bank has a wide variety of banking services to meet your needs, including internet banking, bill pay, and mobile banking. We now have even more great services like Apple Pay and Google Pay. Make payments directly from your smartphone. And Zelle, a fast, easy, secure way to send and receive money from your smartphone. Visit us on the internet at ctbi.com or stop by and see us at one of our 79 branch offices.
Community Trust Bank. Building communities built on trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
What's in a name anyway? Well, our answer is everything.
Because we're the store that puts our promise to you right in our name. Save-A-Lot Food Stores. Now, Save-A-Lot isn't just a name we pick for ourselves. It's a name we've earned by bringing you only the best grocery items, freshest produce, and quality meat available at the best possible value every day. That's Save-A-Lot.
Save money at your local Save-A-Lot store in Hazard and in Hayden.
We're back, folks, and the most important part of the night, the $500 half-court shots. And that one's no good, Coach. That was no good.
I think they've had a couple of winners this week. One at Estill. And
I saw one.
Yeah. Was that at Estill or was that
I think it was here.
It was here. Shows you how on the ball I am.
Maybe they won one at Estill. I didn't pay attention. But either way it goes, we got a good one on our hands tonight. 21. I keep saying tonight, and it is 1:30 in the afternoon. Not used to these 1:30 ball games.
But you get your adrenaline going, it makes you feel like it's later in the day because we've been pumped from the moment we got here today, and it's just been one exciting play after another.
6 minutes to go here at half, and Bulldogs up 21-16. Also, we got another capacity crowd here today, and I don't know how they're going to end up because they're going to have some people are going to have to leave for this next game. You know what I mean?
I was going to say a lot of the Knott Perry crowd has not arrived, and this place is full. So it's going to be it is going to be interesting. First half stats, Nathan. Evan Eversole led Hazard with 10 points. He was the big statistical leader there for the Dogs. Dalton Holmes had 5. We had Tucker Johnson with 4. Then you go to the Breathitt County side. They've hit 4 threes. Nobody with more than 6 points. Bellamy has 6 with 2 threes. Austin Sperry with 3 points. Something tells me that won't last. Then Jackson Hamilton with the only 5 points that the Bobcats scored in the second quarter was Jackson Hamilton. So it's been a defensive struggle.
Definitely been a defensive battle here. 21-16. I don't know if you caught up with any of the 13th region tournament.
Very little. I watched some of the Harlan County game.
Harlan County South Laurel.
Yeah, that was a good ball game.
Yeah, it was 15-15 at the half.
Yeah.
Was the score of that?
Yeah. I've been looking at scores online on KHSAA website. That's been the norm across the state. You haven't seen like across the board just lots of either medium scoring or high scoring games. They've been low scoring games. But now tournament time has a way of doing that.
Oh, it definitely does. It's points are at a premium. If some teams understand, hey, look, some teams know the only way they can win them is to just squeeze those numbers down. And some teams realize that that's their best shot in general. So it's you see a lot of that.
You do it, throughout the years, for some reason, and I think it might have been because I was so lucky to have good players. But a lot of my teams, their scoring went up in the tournaments as opposed to going down, and that's not really the norm. Most teams don't score as much in tournament play because number one, stress becomes involved.
Oh yeah, it seems like the clock moves faster.
It does. It's like you said, points are at a premium, and teams are buckling down, and like you said, they're guarding the goal a little bit better and forcing people to make tougher shots.
Absolutely, folks. We're going to take one more break. 21-16 at the half. When we come back, get hyped up, get your cup of coffee ready to rock because we've got a big one coming on. Second half of Breathitt versus Hazard on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Since 1919, Mine Service Company has been servicing the coal mining industry with quality general mine supplies. Mine Service Company offers a wide range of products, including electrical cable, mine roof support material, lubricants, conveyor belts, and structure, drain pipe, underground miner cap lights. They even have muck and Matterhorn boots and a wide selection of knee pads. Mine Service, locally owned on Highway 15 just south of Hazard, also with a branch on Business 23 in Wise, Virginia. Celebrating over 100 years in the mining industry. Mine Service Company.
When you're looking for high quality at a fair price, shotguns, rifles, handguns, ammo, jewelry, electronics, go with the winner, JT's Gun and Pawn. Stock up now, all the ammo and gear you're going to need. A nice selection of jewelry, electronics, oh yeah, TVs, iPads, laptops, game systems, all at low prices at JT's. JT's Gun and Pawn, open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 9 to 2 on Saturdays, 439-4347.
Nestled in the mountains of Appalachia, along the Purpose Road, is a hidden gem, Alice Lloyd College. For 100 years, ALC has been providing opportunities.
Opportunity to learn from the best.
Opportunity to work for my education.
Opportunity to serve my community.
Opportunity to become a leader. Opportunity to find my life's purpose.
Apply now to find your purpose at Alice Lloyd College.
Your vintage helmet turns heads. Your leather jacket has more zippers than a blue jean factory. Your fingerless gloves fit you like a, well, you know, no doubt about it. Owning a motorcycle makes you look cool, but insuring it with Kentucky Farm Bureau makes you look smart. You even get a multi-policy discount if you're already a Kentucky Farm Bureau customer. Kentucky Farm Bureau, now offering motorcycle insurance.
Visit or call Janet Smith, Kentucky Farm Bureau Agency Manager, or agents Major Gabbard and Chase Smith.
We're back, folks. Coach, any final thoughts before we get this one off? Both teams huddled up, getting ready to start the second half.
Nathan, I'll be shocked if this is not a half for the ages. When these two get together in this situation, fireworks fly, and that was a tough half. It was a well-played half, great defense. Something tells me this second half could get interesting in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah. And because Hazard got that last jump ball, Breathitt's going to have the ball first. So they'll have a chance to cut into this lead early. I know that doesn't sound like a big deal, but, I mean, in a game like this, getting this down to a one-possession lead maybe in the first 30 seconds or whatever.
Yeah.
It'll be a big weight off your shoulder.
Every possession matters, and it is very important right now. Breathitt needs to cut into that lead right now and get some stress going on Hazard, and Hazard wants to stretch it out, put the pressure on Breathitt.
Here we go, Breathitt with the ball. Sperry, crossover in the lane, backs it up.
Hazard coming out man-to-man this half.
.7:30 on the clock. Hamilton. Right side, down low to Gross. Gross working on Eversole. Oh, gets it to go. 21-18. Big man move.
Yeah, that was just big guy on big guy.
7:15 on the clock. Cottle with the ball for the Bulldogs. Crossover leaves Hamilton in the dust. It gets picked up by Gross. They dump it down low to Eversole. He's going to be fouled by Terry.
Yeah, Eversole just got him on his hip. He couldn't get loose. Evan uses his body so well inside.
Free throw, good. 22-18.
And when you get a big guy that can move like he does around the basket, it's a luxury.
Second one up and in. 23-18. Ooh, Hamilton stood up, and he's going to be fouled. It'll be first team foul. 7 minutes to go, second half here in the third quarter.
I think Breathitt is trying to get a little more movement in their offense. So they're more screening and cutters going. I think they're trying to get a little more movement this half.
go. Terry with the ball. Back to Bellamy. They're working around the three-point line. Hamilton has it left wing. Turns the corner for a second, but covered up quickly. Finds Sperry. Sperry goes to work on Ratliff. Sperry to Bellamy left wing. Passes on the three fadeaway in the lane. No good. Fighting for the rebound. And Hamilton comes out there with it. And he's going to be fouled by, if that's Combs, that's his third.
That's 3 on Dalton Combs.
Oh, they're going to call it on Ratliff.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. I missed that one.
Yep. Five-point lead for the Bulldogs. Breathitt trying to cut into it. 6:06 on the clock. Sperry in the lane. Got Higgins on him. Out to Terry. Terry shows the three, but hands it off to Bellamy. Hamilton three from the right wing. Splash! 23-21. Under 6 to play.
Breathitt's going with a little screen and roll action from the wing, and it's helping them get looks.
Here in the third quarter. And we got a foul called against Terry of the Bobcats.
2 on Austin Terry, both this half.
Ball into Cottle in the backcourt, guarded by Hamilton. Breathitt in man-to-man now. And that defense kind of had me confused there for a second, Coach.
Yeah.
Eversole working on Gross. Down low to Terry. Down low runs into Terry. Terry tried to take the charge. Eversole misses. Sperry in a hurry the other way. Jump stop. Corner to Hamilton for 3. No good. Rebounded by Higgins. And they've got Gross basically chasing Eversole everywhere he goes. Oh, and look, Eversole's got him by the arm. Oh, man. Oh, man. So they're going to call it on Gross?
Yeah.
I like it. I like it. Not for Gross, but Eversole kind of just chicken winged him there. He forced that one.
Well, they're making life tough on Seth Cottle, getting to his sweet spot. They're just doing a good job.
Oh, it's a ball game if you let him do it.
Yeah.
4:30 to go here in the third quarter. 23-21 Hazard. Breathitt trying to really frustrate him on defense. And they're doing it. The crowd coming alive. Combs down low to Eversole. Gets the drop on Gross, and gets it to go. Tough shot down deep in the paint.
Really was. That was a dandy.
25-21. Sperry with the ball. Hands it to Hamilton. Back to Sperry. 4:05 on the clock. 25-21 Bulldogs.
Big bucket there.
Sperry in the lane. Oh, they're calling it all now, Coach. They're calling it all now.
Yeah, evidently.
Ratliff going to pick up his second, and that's 2 fouls in about a minute.
I didn't see much there. Just a little bump.
Into Terry, up and in, 25-23. The big man. We got a timeout, Bobcats. Full timeout. We'll take it with them. Lead down to 2 with 4 to go in the third. We'll be back on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
March is National Colon Cancer Awareness Month. The Kentucky Cancer Program and Little Flower Clinic will feature the Incredible Colon exhibit March the 18th at Little Flower Clinic. Clinic and KCP staff will provide important information about how to maintain colon health and screening guidelines, and how to connect to screening services and resources. It will also be our free community feeding. That is March the 18th, 10 a.m. until 1 p.m. Little Flower Clinic, 279 East Main Street in Hazard.
People's Bank and Trust of Hazard is strongly committed to our community's development, investing in a wide range of business and local organizations. You need the support of a local bank that is looking for ways to help you succeed. That's what People's Bank and Trust is all about. They always have your best interest at heart. People's Bank and Trust of Hazard, strongly committed to our community. Member FDIC.
Oh, God. We're back, folks. 25-23. 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. They have the ball. Breathitt, full court pressure. And Cottle just drives right by.
Yeah, he's just too athletic to be stopped one-on-one in the full court.
It's full court man-to-man. Cottle in the lane is going to be fouled by Bellamy. They're really clamping. They're really getting tight on this one in terms of foul count.
And I don't know why. It's not like the kids have been getting, too handsy or causing problems. They're just going at it, and all of a sudden, things that weren't fouls are now fouls.
And you got to adjust. 3:35 on the clock, 25-23. Bulldogs with the lead and the ball. Cottle has it, guarded by Hamilton. He's got Eversole to his right. He goes to his left, gets to his spot. You know it.
Yeah.
You know it. It's good. 27-23.
Before he ever elevated, that was going in.
3:15 to go here in the third. Hazard by 4. Breathitt with the ball. Bellamy gets to his spot. 27-25. Cuts it to 2. Cottle bringing it up against Hamilton. Hamilton tried to be screened off by Eversole, but goes through it. Down low to Higgins. Higgins back in the game after spending much of the first half on the sideline. Trying to direct traffic. They got a timeout, Bulldogs. We'll keep it here. Higgins was in trouble on the sideline.
Yeah, he was in trouble over there, and it was a good move on his part to call the timeout because nothing good was going to happen for him.
27-25 the score. 2:46 on the clock. In the third quarter, Bulldogs lead it.
You get the feeling that the offenses are winning more battles than the defense right now, but the points don't say that.
Well, it's taken so long for the teams to get the shot they want. You know what I mean? It's like they really got to fight to get it.
Yeah, you're not seeing a lot of coming down, making a pass to a wing, and then hit a cutter going, things like that. They're having to work so hard to get good shots. Both teams are.
2:46 on the clock. Going to be Higgins throwing it in from the sideline. Into Cottle. Cottle. Eversole to his right. He takes the screen. Then you got Gross on Cottle, and Cottle immediately going to take him off the dribble and put it in. 29-25. He had murder on his mind after that switch.
No question.
Yeah, that was.
No question where that was going.
Yeah. 2:30 to go here in the third. Bulldogs lead it by 4. Breathitt with the ball. Bellamy has it. Going to take a little fadeaway jumper. Can't get it to go. Terry just snatches down the rebound. Blocked by Higgins. Terry, oh my goodness. Higgins, good recovery to block that shot.
It was 2 good plays. Terry on the rebound and then Higgins on the block.
Combs, corner 3. No good. Terry tried to go for the rebound, but it's going to be tied up by the Bulldogs. Higgins points. In case you didn't know, it's going to be Bulldog ball.
Yeah, he proclaimed that. Ratliff made a big play coming in from the top there to tie that one up.
Under 2 to play in the third, 29-25. Bulldogs by 4 with the ball. Eversole getting some instructions. Gets it to Cottle. Cottle to Ratliff. Back to Cottle. Over to Ratliff. Corner. Dribbles it out. Finds Combs. Higgins has it on the left wing. Over to Cottle. Back to Ratliff on the right wing. Over to Eversole. Deep 3. No good. Higgins with the offensive board. Knocked out of his hands. Combs comes away with it. Eversole to the rack. Foul going to the free throw line. He froze him with the pump fake and then just heads straight to the basket. 29-25.
Second on Gross and Eversole he just said, "I'm coming to the rim."
1:21 to play in the third, and the free throw is good. 30-25. It's been a back and forth game this quarter. The Bulldogs came in out of the first half with a 5-point lead. They've got it again. Here's a free throw. No good. So Breathitt going to have the ball. 1:15 on the clock. Down 5 in the third. Sperry guarded by Ratliff. Sperry goes to his left. Little give and go with the kick Gross, but Gross swatted at the rim.
Eversole made a big block there.
Under a minute to play. Higgins calling the play for the offense. 45 seconds on the clock. And Higgins was saying one shot.
Higgins has been sort of like a traffic cop directing his guys out there.
Yeah. And that's what they're going to do. They've milked 30 seconds so far.
Got two biggest guys on the floor out there playing guard now. Higgins and
backdoor cut to Combs, and it's good. 32-25.
Don Combs, big move there.
20 seconds to go. You'll take that one instead of the last shot.
Yeah. You don't mind to give up the clock on that one.
Sperry with 10 seconds on the clock hesitates into the lane. Up, no good. Blocking foul. Sperry tried to take one in the chest.
It's going to be on Higgins, yeah.
Higgins tried to take one in the chest. Sperry took one from Higgins earlier in the game.
Yeah.
Higgins trying to get his money's worth, too. 8.5 seconds on the clock. Sperry missed a couple free throws earlier.
Yeah, and uncharacteristically. I was going to mention, too, we're in a situation now where it's getting down to where it's even more important. Hazard is a great free throw shooting team. Their starters go 76% Cottle, 82 Combs, Ratliff 86, Higgins 50, and Eversole 79. Whereas Breathitt County is only a good free throw shooting team. You've got Austin Sperry 77, Bellamy 74, Hamilton 70, Gross 50, and Terry 50. So Hazard has the advantage going down the stretch when it comes to that.
Free throw up. No good.
Another
missed
miss.
3.
And Austin Sperry still with just 3 points.
And Hazard going to have a chance to get another shot at the end of this quarter. They got 8.5 seconds to go.
And if I'm Breathitt right here coming out of this free throw, I'm going to make somebody else other than Seth Cottle or Evan Eversole beat me on a drive or a shot there. I'm going to force the ball. I'm going to try to deny hard with those two guys, put it in somebody else's hands.
Sperry's second free throw. It's good. Lead down to 6. Bulldogs with the ball. 5 seconds to go. Cottle finds Combs. 3 at the buzzer. No good. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 32-26 Bulldogs lead it by 6. Stick right here. Breathitt versus Hazard on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Let's face it, in today's world, it's easy to get the feeling that the world is against you. So it's really nice to know that you do have someone on your side. The law offices of David A. Johnson. Accidents and injury law, personal injury, commercial vehicle accidents, criminal and capital offense cases, drug-related cases. David A. Johnson, Justin Noble, and Michael Johnson will fight for you. Call for a free consultation, 435-1552. Visit them at 461 Main Street in Hazard, online at davidajohnsonlaw.com or on Facebook. This is an advertisement.
In Kentucky, basketball is a long-standing tradition steeped in championship history. We at Kemper Furniture are proud to be able to support the Big Blue Nation on WSGS. Come see us at Kemper Furniture and shop all the winning brands that have stood the test of time. And let our all-star team help you choose the best seat in the house. Kemper Furniture, families serving families since 1963.
We're back, folks. 32-26. The Bulldogs lead it by 6. And we're in the winning minutes here. Fourth quarter action.
Bobcat basketball to start the quarter.
Hamilton going to throw it in the backcourt to Sperry. Sperry crosses the timeline. It's going to be picked up by Ratliff. Sperry cut off at the half-court line.
Not been able to get shots off.
Well, credit a lot of that to Ratliff.
Yes.
I've heard Sperry's got a nagging injury, too.
Okay.
was alluded to online. I've not heard anything official. And Coach, as a Sperry going to fade away, can't get that one to go. Rebounded by Terry, up and in, and the foul. 32-28. Terry, I mean,
it's going to be on Higgins.
That's number 3. 4? Oh,
I
my
think so.
goodness.
Yeah,
Johnson
4.
steps up. That's number 4. Yeah, Higgins picked up, tried to take the charge. So they're going to have to do it with Higgins on the bench. Terry, we alluded to him before the game. He's very unassuming as a basketball player.
Yes, he
Looks
is.
like he should be the captain of the archery team. You know what I mean? But he is.
He's got a big heart.
He's a man. He's a man.
He's got a heart.
Free throw up and in. 32-29. Doesn't have much of a free throw.
Not the easiest, most fluid stroke in the world,
but he hits it. You know what I mean?
They go in, especially at important times. Here he is up guarding Cottle.
They jump it down to Johnson. Back to Cottle for 3. No good. Johnson with the. I think he got. They're going to call the walk because he fell down, but I think he got rid of it before he touched the ground.
I thought he did too. I thought he did too. That would have been a no call for him.
It was close, and Coach Holland not happy about it.
And I can understand that. He's got an argument on that.
I've not seen him. Usually, for 4 quarters of a basketball game, he's only happy for about 5 seconds of it if they win. Yeah. Typically, Gross going to hit the baseline. Jay, 32-31. We got a 1-point game on our hands. Bulldogs bringing it up. Hamilton. Garden Cottle full court. Off to Eversole at the half-court circle. Guarded by Terry. Screen from Johnson. Back to Cottle. Here comes a screen from Eversole. Cottle goes opposite side. Going to be fouled by Hamilton on the floor.
This is very similar to the All-A game when Breathitt's 2 big guys came up big in the 4th quarter in the overtime.
Oh, and Hamilton tried to steal it from Cottle. Cottle gets away. Ratliff for 3 from the corner. Yes! 35-31.
Nick Ratliff, big shot.
He's hit several of those this year.
Big shot.
Does a great job on defense, but when it's time on offense, it's time. And Breathitt going to lose it out of bounds, going back to the Bulldogs. Credit Ratliff there on the defensive end, too.
Yeah, made a great play there. I'm not so sure it went out of bounds, though.
35-31, 6:06 to play here in the 4th quarter. 4-point lead for the Bulldogs. They have the ball. 2-possession lead. Combs has it. Right wing back to Cottle. Cottle in the lane. Finds Ratliff in the corner off to Combs. Combs down low to Johnson. The layup. 37-31. Lead back up to 6. Sperry with the ball.
Hazard has weathered a big storm.
Into the lane. Off to Terry. Terry up. And the foul. Counted on against Johnson. 37-33. Terry, this is his moment right here. This is where he typically starts to shine.
Already 5 points in this quarter.
6 after the free throw. 37-34.
You're right, Nathan. This is the time that he turns it up.
Bulldogs lead down to 3. They got the ball. 5:20 to go here in the 4th, and that's going to be a push-off against Combs. He shakes his head, but that's a pretty routine call.
Yeah.
5:15 to go. 4th quarter, 37-34.
3 fouls on Dalton Combs now.
Breathitt trails by 3. Sperry's got the ball at the 3-point line. Dribbles into the paint, off to Bellamy. Bellamy heads into the lane, leaves it off for Hamilton for 3. No good. Braxton Terry with the rebound. Breathitt, another second chance opportunity. Sperry into the lane, spin move, up, fouled, no shot, but going to go to the line for 2. And he's missed 4 already. Is that right?
He has missed. He is 1 for 4 from
1
the
for
line.
4.
Yeah, 1 for 4, which is uncharacteristic of him.
Law of averages. He's about to make a few though.
Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
You would think.
Free throw up, no good. Back iron. We've cursed him. (37-34). Breathitt can cut it to 2 with this free throw from Austin Sperry. Free throw up. It's good. 37-35. 2-point lead for the Bulldogs. They have the ball in hand. 4:45 to go here in the fourth. Eversole guarded by Terry. Cut off by Terry. Going to be a foul called against Terry, and not a lot going on there, but there was some contact. I would consider it routine basketball contact. But
I think so.
Here we go. Combs with the ball for the Bulldogs. Over to Eversole. Eversole 3 over Terry. No good. Rattler skies for the rebound. And he's going to be fouled. And that's going to be the third team foul against Breathitt. Going to be ball out of bounds. Something to note, Hazard, they're in the bonus from here on out.
Yeah.
Hazard, if they commit a foul, it'll be free throws.
Fouls on Gross. It'll be his third. Not a lot of.
Here we go. Combs with the ball. Out in front of everything. He hands it off to Eversole. Back to Cottle. 4:20 on the clock. Bulldogs by 2 with the ball. Eversole jab step. Goes baseline. Working on Terry. Terry spin move from Eversole. Can't get it to go. Good defense by Terry.
That was a good defensive stop there.
Just stays home. Sperry burst. Reverse layup, acrobatic, it's good, 37-37, tie ball game with under 4 to play.
Here we go, Nathan. Coach Allen's got a full timeout.
Let's keep it here, listen to the crowd, oh my goodness. Breathitt has clawed their way back into this one. 37-37.
And clawed back in is the appropriate word. It's been just a fight in these last couple of minutes. Both teams just going at it. Good timeout by Coach Holland right there. I think his team needed that. They need a break. They need to sit down for a minute and get some words of wisdom and get back to it. I think that was a great timeout.
When do you bring Higgins back in?
Real soon. You're inside 4. He's not one of your guys that's going to light up the scoreboard, but he makes it hard for everybody else on the other team. And I think Coach Holland's going to want him back in at about the 3-minute mark at least.
.352 on the clock. 37-37. Hazard fans on their feet in the student section. Breathitt fans on their feet.
Bulldogs going to have the ball side out up toward midcourt, which can be an interesting thing. Tough getting the ball in sometimes.
We'll go in the backcourt to Cottle. 3:50 to play. Tie ball game. Cottle with the ball. Double team. Got to get rid of it. Finds Ratliff. Ratliff guarded by Sperry. Ratliff finds Eversole. Eversole gets the switch. He's got Gross on him now.
Right there. I felt like
Cottle gets to his spot.
In that spot, yeah.
Too tough. That's going to... We got a foul call. Okay, goal 10. Is that the call? Yeah, goal 10 against Sperry, which he got in the net on that one.
Yeah.
I do agree. I thought they didn't signal goal 10, though. They just pointed at the floor.
Who took the shot there?
That was Seth Cottle.
Yeah. Oh, I thought, yeah. And I felt like he was getting where he wanted to be on that shot. I thought it would go in anyway.
Sperry just jumped too early and got in the net.
Yeah.
So, goal 10 points to Hazard, 39-37. Down low to Gross. Gross working on Higgins. Can't get it to go. Higgins back in the game already.
Cottle skied for that rebound.
Yeah, Cottle gets it for the Bulldogs. He's going to bring it up the court. 3 minutes to go now. They got a 2-point lead. Points here are big. Breathitt, you want to stop. Higgins comes up to the high post to set the screen on Gross. And that gets Eversole and Terry matched up. Ratliff has the ball. Back to Eversole. He's working on Terry. Terry's just going to push him. So it's going to be his fourth, I believe.
Yeah. Terry, just part of the heart and soul of the Bobcat team. It would be a devastating loss if he fouls out.
They were going to give him free throws for a second and then realize it was just the fourth foul. But both teams shooting free throws from here on out. You mentioned that advantage goes to Hazard.
Yes, it does.
Eversole posting up Gross down low. Combs guarded by Bellamy. He's got the ball. And they're going to throw it into the backcourt.
And Nathan, I was about to say, Hazard's having a difficult time getting into their offense now. All of a sudden, the defense has really stepped up for Breathitt, and Hazard's having a difficult time getting anything done.
Here we go, 2:30 on the clock. Breathitt down 2 with the basketball. Sperry looking at this Hazard zone. Sperry dribbles to the right side. Right wing, Hamilton comes, sets the screen. Then retreats to the right wing. Sperry comes over the top of the key, back to Hamilton. Back to Sperry. Down low to Gross, back door, it's a good, 39-39.
Another great pass by Sperry there. He just dissected him. Seth Cottle up top down. I was thinking he may try to get to the rim right there, but he gave it up.
Tie ball game, 1:45 on the clock. Ratliff has it, top of the key for the Bulldogs. 1:40 now. Off to Eversole. Eversole guarded by Gross. Gross got his hand out. Eversole into the lane, spins, finds Ratliff 3 from the wing. No good. And if that's a foul on that's going to be on Terry, and that's number 5. He's gone, Coach.
Wow.
Got into a shoving match with Higgins, and Higgins goes down.
Yeah.
That's big for the Bobcats. Gets a pat on the butt. He's played well, especially this quarter, but
yeah, he has.
Going to have to watch his team play on the bench.
Coach Honeycutt's not a bit happy about that call. It looked like the official got the second guy, but it happens.
Higgins. Ball up. No good on the free throw.
Higgins, a 50% free throw shooter, the only guy on the floor for Hazard that is not at least high 70s or low 80s.
Higgins, no good. Gross with the rebound for the Bobcats, and here we go. 1:20 on the clock. Tie game. Sperry with the basketball. Over to Hamilton, left wing. Back to Sperry, top of the key. Staring at this 2-3 zone. 1:10 on the clock.
We haven't seen Sperry elevate up with that jump shot the way he ordinarily does either.
Down low at Honeycutt. And they trap him quickly. That's going to be a jump ball. Possession going to the Bulldogs. The second Honeycutt touched it, the Bulldogs collapsed on him.
And I don't think Coach Honeycutt wanted the ball to go there. He wanted his guards to keep that ball. It would have been much better off.
Here we go, under a minute to play. Tie ball game. Bulldogs with the turnover. Cottle calling it out, guarded by Hamilton. Goes to his right to Eversole. 40 seconds now. 39-39. 14th Region Finals on the line. 35 seconds. Higgins, high post. Back to Eversole. 30 seconds. High post to Higgins. Higgins going to be fouled. Ooh, a little chess match coming to play here.
Absolutely.
Going to ask the big man, and now they're going to ice him.
Yep.
Let him sit and think about it. I like it. Full timeout, but we're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's exactly what Honeycutt did. The second that Kenyon Higgins touched that ball, that's when the defense went after him, and they didn't mind a bit if the referee called a foul.
Yeah, they did. He just missed a pair, and now he's fouled again. And if you're a big man, look, you're thinking, they fouled me on purpose. They're wanting me to shoot these free throws, and now they're calling a timeout, and I have to sit here for 60 seconds and stew in it.
Watching Kenyon Higgins this year, he's taking that as a challenge. He's taking that very personal.
Oh, yeah.
He's wanting to go to that foul line and quieten the crowd. This is one of those situations where Hazard desperately needs to make both of them because you're going to put the ball in Breathitt County's hands and Austin Sperry's hands, setting it up for the possibility of a last-second shot, and we know how that script usually works.
Here we go. 25 seconds on the clock. Higgins. Need one for the lead. Two for a field goal lead. Misses the first. And then the crowd roars. This is a lot of pressure.
That's tough.
This is a lot of pressure
for Keegan there. He wants his second one.
No good. Missed 4 in a row. Sperry with the ball. 20 seconds to go. He's going to bring it up nice and slow.
You may not see him give it up.
We didn't see him give it up against Estill County.
Yeah, and you got two Bulldogs in the neighborhood of where he's at.
This is where he usually wins it. Under 10 seconds to go. Sperry, screen from Gross. Goes to his left. Jumper! No good. Higgins with the rebound. Fight for the ball. We got overtime. 39-39.
No shocker there. No shocker,
my goodness.
Man. This is what we expected, Nathan. This is what we expected.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back. 39-39. Overtime on the way. Breathitt versus Hazard on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
Did something recently change with your pharmacy? Or are you unsatisfied with your pharmacy service? Consider switching to RX Discount Pharmacy on Morton Boulevard in Hazard. RX Discount Pharmacy offers convenience items, drive-through delivery, compound medication, and more. RX Discount Pharmacy has been locally owned and operated for more than 30 years, and they don't plan on going anywhere anytime soon. So choose a name you know and can trust at RX Discount Pharmacy.
Nobody beats the Big Kahuna, East Kentucky's world-class premier car wash, giving you the ultimate car wash, the most modern and advanced car wash experience available today. Check out the new ceramic car wash option. It's incredible. Big or small, they clean them all. Nobody beats the Big Kahuna car wash. Located next to Fazoli's in Hazard. Single wash or memberships are available. Free vacuums with wash or memberships. For East Kentucky's best car wash, remember the Big Kahuna.
We're back, folks. 39-39. The Bulldogs have missed 4 free throws in the last 40 minute of the game.
And Nathan, you know Coach Honeycutt is thinking, man, I'd love to have
Terry back
in this ball game.
Yeah, and Higgins went out there with his 4th foul. They brought him in right under the 4-minute mark, and he was able to play the rest of the quarter without getting one, and they'll trust him for 4 more minutes.
Bobcat basketball, man.
Sperry with it. Splits 2 into the lane, up and under. Showtime, baby, 41-39. Sperry.
Higgins didn't want to make that 5th foul there. He kind of opened up and let him go.
Sperry gives the Bobcats list, and that's their first lead in a long time. Tipped up. Hazard still comes away with it ever so. Can't get the shot to go. Wow. Rebounded by Gross, and if that's on Higgins, he's gone.
Hazard fought so hard right there. They got a good look, got a tip, and then when Gross came away with the rebound, Kenyon Higgins couldn't resist trying to take it back.
Neither of these teams very, very deep, but Johnson going to come out for the Bulldogs. Honeycutt out there for the Bobcats.
Gross is a 56% free throw shooter.
Gross shooting the free throws. First is good. 3-point lead. This would be big right here.
He's a 100% free throw shooter on that. That looked good.
Gross second free throw on the way. Good. 43-39.
3:27 to go.
Bulldogs trail by 4. Combs with the ball off to Eversole, guarded by Gross. Eversole drives baseline, gives it to Johnson. Stuffed by Sperry at the rim, but the Bulldogs come up with it. Eversole going to be fouled by Sperry. Oh, and Johnson just gave him a little shove in the back. You got to be careful.
Yeah.
Got to be careful.
Not a good move.
Eversole going to shoot a couple. And Sperry got a lot of ball on that one.
A lot of ball.
Free throw up. Hazard's missed 5 in a row. Percentages don't matter, folks.
Not when it's tournament time.
Trying to cut it to a single possession lead. Second one's good. 43-40.
Took a deep breath on that one and followed through.
Lead down to 3. Breathitt with the ball. 3 minutes to go. Overtime, it feels like it slowed down. We've only played a minute here, Coach.
Yeah. I was glancing up, looking at the clock, wondering.
Have they been running it? And I think Kincaid is set to check in for the first time tonight.
I think so. Yeah, he hadn't been involved.
For the Bulldogs, so takes overtime to get him involved.
Jackson County has more nerve than I do, spreading the floor here, looking to.
Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
How was that not a foul?
Bellamy comes across the lane and Johnson gives him the business, and I thought he did anyway. I thought he knocked him over, but either way it goes, it's going to be out of bounds on Breathitt at Hazard ball with 2:30 to play, 3-point deficit, and now a foul on Hamilton, and it's going to be 2 free throws for Cottle. Oh my goodness!
Interesting, to say the least. Seth Cobb's a great free throw shooter and is a great pressure free throw shooter.
So here we go. Cottle going to shoot a couple. Can cut it to 1. First one's nothing but nylon. 43-41, 2:26 to go. Breathitt leads it. Another free throw coming. Cottle can cut it to 1 here. Free throw, good. Lead down to 1.
Cottle's one of those guys, when he goes to the foul line, he's relying on his mechanics. He's done it a million times.
Doesn't matter what's going on.
That's absolutely right.
He's just there playing ball. Sperry calls the play. Screen from Honeycutt. Goes to his left. He's got it. He's got Kincaid on him now. He's had Ratliff on him all night, and Sperry says, no.
Get away from me. Get away from me.
Comes to set the screen with Ratliff. Sperry says, no. I've had enough of that man tonight. 2 minutes to go. Sperry dribbles into a double team, finds Hamilton. Back to Sperry. And he's
inside
got
2 minutes, Nathan.
Kincaid on him once again. 1:50 to go. Sperry gets into the lane, comes across the lane. Oh, my goodness.
He's got Dalton Combs.
1:35 to go. Bellamy to the rack. Tied up. No, they're going to say he traveled, shuffled the feet.
Same guy's made about 6 of those calls.
1:30
I don't know.
To go here in the
looks like a tie-up.
In the overtime period. Timeout Hazard. We're going to keep it right here. Hazard finds himself in a position to take the lead here.
Yeah, they do. And Coach Holligan is calm and collected in these situations. He's been there enough.
.127 on the clock. What do you do if you're Hazard? 127 isn't exactly when you say hold for one.
I don't think so. If I'm over there, I'm getting a high screen and roll with Seth Cottle and Evan Eversole. That's what I'm doing.
The easy. You went for the easy, low-hanging fruit there, Coach. Yeah, but you got to go with what's got you there.
I'm gonna get in the two guys' hands that I know can score and can make free throws.
Dance with the girl that brought you to prom.
That's exactly.
I made that mistake of not doing that once, and it didn't end well.
It don't end well, does it?
No, it doesn't end well.
Yeah. But I think they're both going to be involved in what happens here offensively.
So here we go, 43-42. Breathitt leads by one.
That same side-out situation, Breathitt's going to double the inbounds.
They send Sperry off, though, and Eversole comes back and gets it. Guarded by Gross. He gets it in Cottle's hands.
High screen and roll with Cottle and Eversole.
And there's a screen from Kincaid. Cottle. Oh, tapped out of bounds by Sperry. And Sperry jumped up out of frustration, I guess he thought he hit it off of Cottle.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, thrown over the back. Hamilton fouled. Oh, my goodness. They try to go over the top to Cottle, but Hamilton cuts him off and gets to it first.
Yeah.
Breathitt going to shoot free throws, a chance to push the lead back up to 3.
Jackson Hamilton is a 70% free throw shooter.
With 1:11 to go. And if you're Cottle, you got to get behind that. You know what I mean? You gotta get in front of it.
In position for that one.
Hamilton free throw up. It's good.
It's a big one here.
Free throw up, no good. And rebound to the Bulldogs.
2-point game now, Nathan.
1 minute on the clock. Hazard down 2. Cottle with the ball. Stolen away. Sperry coming up the court. He's going to hold up. Bulldogs. We're going to double team in the corner. He calls a timeout. We'll see.
Yeah, they do. They do.
We're going to stay right here, 44-42. If you're Breathitt, Hazard is going to have to foul you eventually.
Yeah.
So you just kind of get it in Sperry's hands and just wait on it?
And ordinarily that's foolproof. But today, it's not been that way with Sperry. He's struggled at foul line uncharacteristically, but still, I'm going to my ace there. I'm going to keep that ball in his hands and bail him in Hamilton and make Hazard make decisions. That's all you can do. But now the Bulldogs are going to come out. It won't surprise me to see what has happened so often this year. Nick Ratliff makes plays in this situation with his defense and his length. Wouldn't surprise me a bit if you see that again.
.48 seconds on the clock. Ball going to be thrown in by Hamilton. He's guarded by Combs.
Deep down in that corner, it's a tough inbound spot, let me tell you.
Yep. And Sperry going to go into the backcourt. And they give it to Gross. Oh.
That's not who they wanted.
Over to Honeycutt, back to Sperry. Sperry going to be fouled. Hate to second guess, but as soon as Gross touched it, I might have fouled it.
I know I would have.
Instead of getting it around to Sperry, you lose a few seconds and then put Mr. Showtime himself at the free throw line. Things starting to stack up against Hazard here, but Sperry's got to make the free throws.
Yeah, he does. If they're going to win this ball game, he's got to make shots like this. And he just
missed the first.
You can tell he's not comfortable with that foul line.
So the second free throw can only cut it to a single possession lead.
And then it's Bulldogs are in the driver's seat then.
Free throw up. It's good. 45-42. 43 seconds on the clock. Cottle with the ball, guarded by Hamilton. Breathitt fans coming to their feet.
Bulldogs need a big one here.
Hazard fans kind of sitting on their hands.
I think they're a little nervous. I mean, this is a tense moment.
30 seconds on the clock. Kincaid to Combs. Combs.
Ever so fighting hard inside.
He's got Hamilton on him. Gets it down low, up and in, cuts it to 1. 15 seconds on the clock. 45-44. Oh, my goodness.
Nice offensive set for the Bulldogs there. They were patient. They didn't get rattled. And Cottle drew the defense to him and ever so made himself available. That's what those two do for Hazard.
Now this gets interesting. With the way the free throw situation's been going, you're not guaranteed to.
No. Ordinarily you just say, get the ball inbounds to Sperry. He'll do the rest. Today,
he's what, 2 for 6, 2 for 7?
Yeah,
something
he
like
is
that?
2 for 8. 2 for 8 on free throws. Or I'm sorry, I take that back. He's 3 for 8. 3 for 8 on free throws. But still, that's it gets in a guy's head. Even good free throw shooters, when they've missed some, they start wondering. They start doubting themselves a little bit. You can't help it. And
when
they
you're
may
out
be
here,
better off get that ball in Bellamy and Hamilton's hands because they're 70+% free throw shooters as well, and they're having good days.
15 seconds on the clock. Hazard brings Holbrook out on the floor. His first seconds of the game come with 15 seconds in overtime.
Holbrook may be looking to stop the clock with a foul.
Here we go into Gross. And that's, I think Ratliff got to him. So going to be fouled. And they you still trust your superstar.
And there's
not been
no problem with that. But now if I'm Hazard, I'm not too unhappy with that.
No.
Because you still got 13 seconds to go, 1 point ball game. 1 out of 2 here does not make that a safe lead.
Not at all. Here we go, Sperry. First free throw up. It's good. 46-44 with 13 seconds on the clock.
And if he makes this one, it'll be interesting to see what Coach Honeycutt does as far as fouling before Hazard can get in position to make a three.
Yep.
But he's got to make this one first.
Free throw is up. It's good. Hits them both. 47 seconds.
Nothing but net.
They say timeout. Breathitt, did they have one? Okay. They're going to take the 30. I thought that the last one was their last one, but
I think so.
I don't know if it can be trusted. The scoreboard says they both have 3 timeouts left. I don't think that's the case, but
if that's the case, we may be here a while.
12.8 seconds on the clock.
Nathan, this has been a fantastic ball game.
So, if you're Breathitt, how do you full court pressure and then?
Man, it's tough. Yeah, I think I would try my best to make Hazard take some time bringing it up. Now, I wouldn't be up in a deny all out, but I think I'd get in maybe a 3/4 court trap right here and make Hazard make 2 or 3 passes, spend some time getting it up, and that puts the pressure on the Bulldogs then to where they have to hit a 3. But if they can get it down quick, they don't have to worry about a 3 necessarily. They can get a 2 and deny
quick
the inbound.
Foul, yeah. And Breathitt they're not gonna challenge until half court.
Eversole with the ball, bringing it.
Here we go.
Inside 10 seconds.
Here we go.
now.
10 seconds. Eversole ball in his hands. Guarded by Gross. Down to 5 seconds. They got to go. Eversole, 3 seconds on the clock. Three-pointer, no good. Breathitt County knocks off Hazard back-to-back years in the semis.
What a finish. What a game.
Oh, my goodness.
What a game.
Gross guarded Eversole one-on-one from deep behind the three-point line, and he never gave him an inch.
I don't think Evan knew how much time there was left with about 5 seconds to go there. And that's, he gave a great effort. He had a big ball game.
Man, oh man. Breathitt County punches their ticket to the region championship game in back-to-back years. Is that right? Or at least 2 years. At least 2 years, right?
3, I think.
3?
I think.
Yeah, they
and Nathan, Breathitt is such a seasoned veteran team that it was one of those situations where they were ready for the fight. Hazard was as well. It's just tough to go out like that. It's just so tough.
Folks, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come back, name a player of the game, and wrap this one up. It is 47-44 in overtime. The Bobcats take down Hazard on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
February is Heart Month, a time to focus on your health. You have the power to take action to protect yourself against heart disease, and ARH wants to help you prioritize your heart health. ARH cardiology clinics offer expert personalized care, including screenings and heart-healthy lifestyle planning, all close to home. To find an ARH cardiology clinic near you, visit arh.org/cardiovascular and schedule an appointment today. Your heart is in good hands with ARH. ARH, more for Appalachia.
First Trust Bank has partnered with Zelle, so you can skip the trip to the ATM and send funds directly to friends and family from your First Trust Bank app. Zelle is available in financial institutions across the country, creating a network of trusted partnerships that allow money to move quickly and securely. Whether you need to split the rent or last night's dinner, do it with ease and confidence using Zelle. Creating partnerships that make local banking easier is another reason you can look to us first for a bank you can trust. First Trust Bank, member FDIC.
When times are at their worst, Couch and Fugit attorneys at law are at their best. Couch and Fugit can help with bankruptcy, foreclosures, medical debt, credit card bills, repossessions, and tax issues. Bankruptcy, Chapter 7 and 13. Plus, they offer free consultation. Couch and Fugit attorneys at law with offices on Main Street in Hyden and 310 West 5th Street in London. You can visit online at couchandfugit.com or on Facebook. Couch and Fugit attorneys at law, 672-7300.
Finished over there?
We're back, folks, here wrapping this one up as the Bobcats take down Hazard 47-44 in overtime. We're having a hard time picking player of the game here. Everything is spread out.
It was the Bobcat team. No one stood out. Sperry didn't have his usual game, and it was spread around. It was a team effort. To be honest, the Breathitt County team really just stayed the course.
Player of the game. We're not contractually obligated to this, but we're just going to say the 5 starters are tied for that.
And that's the way to put it.
Tied for this.
And they played big time minutes. I mean, they were out there all night.
And everybody did something. Sperry didn't score as well, didn't shoot well from the free throw line, but he handled the ball well. We don't track assists. KHSAA doesn't even register assists.
Right.
But he had several great passes, setting up his teammates.
Absolutely. He had Gross and Terry that just played lights out around the basket and fought so hard. Bellamy came up with those with a couple big threes early. Hamilton came up with 2 late threes.
And Hamilton, early in the game, Breathitt needed a bucket. He picked Cottle's pocket and brought it the rest of the way for the layup. And late in the game, Hazard trying to get the ball into the backcourt, and Hamilton gets the steal and
huge play.
Gets it on the other end. So, I mean, everybody on this Breathitt squad is responsible for this win,
And we go back, Nathan, to what we talked about with how heartbreaking it is. Now, these guys for Hazard are not seniors, but they are totally invested in their ball club. And to lose that game is absolutely heartbreaking to a bunch of teenagers. I know the feeling in that locker room right now. And you can't help but feel for those guys because they did enough. They did enough to win. Breathitt just came up with a little more.
Absolutely, folks. We're going to go ahead and shut this one down. When we come back, we'll have Perry Central versus Knott Central as one classic after another, maybe.
Yeah.
We'll be right. We'll see you later, folks. We'll be we're shutting this one down. Hazard falls to Breathitt 47-44 on the East Kentucky Sports Network.
East Kentucky Carpet One has been serving Eastern Kentucky for more than 45 years, and we are proud to say that we are still here with the same quality family-owned business. We have experience in commercial and residential properties with a fully stocked warehouse. We also have access to luxury vinyl waterproof flooring, tile, carpet, and much more. Professional installation is also available. Stop by East Kentucky Carpet at 204 Willie's Way or give us a call at 606-439-3858. East Kentucky Carpet One.
February is Heart Month, a time to focus on your health. You have the power to take action to protect yourself against heart disease, and ARH wants to help you prioritize your heart health. ARH cardiology clinics offer expert personalized care, including screenings and heart-healthy lifestyle planning, all close to home. To find an ARH cardiology clinic near you, visit arh.org/cardiovascular and schedule an appointment today. Your heart is in good hands with ARH. ARH, more for Appalachia.
All right, we're back courtside here with victorious Coach Jeff Honeycutt. Coach, I think he's getting a picture taken here. Coach, can you hear me there?
Yes.
Congratulations. Job well done. Your kids weathered a lot of storms out there. We did something unusual with our player of the game. I don't know if we've ever done it. We just gave the player of the game to the entire starting lineup for the Breathitt Bobcats, and I think you would agree with that.
It is. It's a team game, and it's rightfully